We're live here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway for chase race number 3 of the SuperStar ARCA Cup Series. Is currently qualifying underway. The drivers have 5 minutes total and 2 laps set the fast lap time of the session. So we'll see who can win pole position here tonight for this main event in about 40 minutes time. Now on racetrack, looking at Nate Bogus on the back of the way. Now we are on Eric Cap. There through turn number 3 and 4. Over the top side there in a 63 machine. Off in turn number 4 he goes. Where we cross the stripe at. Looks like he will be on the second place as Alex Anderson will be on pole right now. Alex Anderson will have an EOL penalty though, starting tonight, so no matter what position he gets, he'll have to be starting the back of the field. So reset series currently on pole position, but like I mentioned, he'll have to start the back of the field no matter what. More drivers putting the laps in. That's Hunter Sr. on second. CM Hoff in third. And Bogus here coming off turn 4, coming across the stripe. Will put himself still same 13th place as Daniel Monks will be up to 5th. Earl Cantonis in 14th. As Ryan Houston now goes top of the board in the 98 machine. And he's on pole position here for tonight's race. Cantonis currently in 15th place. Ryan Houston still in pole position here with about 2 minutes left in qualifying. It's Timmy Passable currently in that 20th place spot on his second time lap. Will he go quicker? As your rockets down the back straight away. Coming to the stripe he goes. 10.5 quicker, he'll put himself in the 17th place here in the minute 20 left. In qualifying, only one driver is yet to set a lap, and that's Albert Lopez. He's coming out of the pits right now. I think he'll have time for 1 lap though, that's it. Turn 4 gets our his first and only time lap here. 50 seconds on the clock. Left. Stream 1 and 2 is a little bit loose there. Off of turn number 2. Now through 3 and 4, running that bottom of the racetrack. That's what we can do here. He's currently in 25th place. Where will he slide into onto the field right now? Cross stripe. Looks like he'll probably be in 23rd. Yeah, he'll be in 23rd place there. 88 machine. But Ryan Houston will be on pole position here tonight. Alex Anderson will qualify in second, but will have an EOL penalty to start this main event. Also, same with Ryan Houston as well. So actually, both of those drivers will have an EOL penalty. So our first 2 in qualifying are not going to be starting on the front row in the race. That should be an interesting one. So whoever wins this heat race will actually start on pole position tonight. As that officially wraps up qualifying there. So we'll see Ryan Houston on pole, but whoever wins this heat race, these heat races, will be on the front row here tonight. Very unique situation here at New Hampshire after qualifying. Currently, these drivers green up for heat number 1. Look at New Hampshire right here. So about 1 mile racetrack. Be a 10-lap heat race for heat 1 and 2. I believe Connors and Bojan will be on pole position. We'll get a quick look at our grid here in a few moments' time. So we take a quick look. All right. Right here for heat number 1. Connors Bojan will be on pole for heat number 1. Hampshire will be alongside him in second. Third will be Sam Hoff. Fourth will be Michael James. Fifth will be Dana Mullock. Sixth will be Jared Skinner. Brock Morris in 7th. Nathan Johnson in 8th. 9th will be Christian Schweiger, and 10th will be Thomas Spencer. 11th will be Tony Allison, and 12th will be Nate Bogus. 13th will be Carl Cantonis, and 14th will be Tate LaPretta. In basketball, 15th, Ruben Rose will be 16th. 17th, Dylan Lamp. Brady McWilliams, 18th. So it looks like we have only 1 heat tonight. So Alan Wild will be 19th. Eric Kep will be 20th. 21st, Albert Lopez, Alex McQueen, 22nd. And 23rd will be Craig Martin on the end of the field. So 1 heat tonight. In laps in length. So whoever wins this race will be on pole position here tonight, since the front 2 have UL penalties. Whoops. Is right there. So I mentioned it's 10 laps here for this heat race. There's Connors Bojan on pole position. Last week, though, Alex Anderson picked up the win at Homestead. He's got to start at the back of the field again, as he did last week as well. His pace car is off, and Connors Bojan will lead us to the green here. As green flag is out, we're underway here at New Hampshire for the opening heat race, the only heat race tonight. So Bojan gonna clear the Hunter Senior on the inside line. And Senior Hoff now side by side for 2nd and 3rd. Off of turn number 4, we got spin in the back. It's 36 machine of Braden McWilliams. Round he goes off of turn 4. He'll go back to last place. Someone else involved, it looks like. We'll see what happened there. He's coming mid pack. As we look at the replay here momentarily of this 36 machine. Which looks like, oh, actually no, a couple of drivers were involved there. Looks like Craig Martin got hard lick as well. But back out in front, Sam Hoff clears Hunter Senior there for 2nd. As most snow fell out through most of the field. Few battles here. That's Michael James. It looks like Brock Morris, Thomas Spencer. Okay, Bogus on the outside, pushing there. So up the racetrack goes Spencer. They just smoke down the back. Not sure if the driver spun out there, but big smoke down the back. But doesn't look like anyone spun out up ahead in the front of the field. We're halfway through heat number 1, the only heat tonight. Connors Bojan looking really good out in front, half-second lead over Sam Hoff. Slade and Johnson side by side here with Jared Skenes for 6th and 7th. Jared Skenes will clear here off of turn number 2. And most field single file out here. Big time here as we're coming halfway through. Now the front straight, where they go. Lap 6 complete on the 7. You see most field single file out big time here as New Hampshire is somewhat of a multi-group racetrack, but it's such a hard place to pass though at the moment. Saw side by side out there for Albert Lopez and Dylan Lamp for 16th and 17th. So driver loose there up ahead. That looks like to be the 5 of Ruben Rodas. Coming at 3 laps to go this time by for heat number 1. Yeah, most of the drivers carrying similar grooves there through 3 and 4. They got looseness up there. I think Jared's gonna run the apron here through 3 and 4. Interesting line. Looks like it worked out for that 7 machine. 2 laps to go. I mean, right now in this heat, you might as well just figure out what can work maybe in a shorter run. Only 10 laps in this heat, so obviously we'll have a pretty long race tonight, being 201 laps. Probably the longest race of the season miles-wise, I believe. One of the longest races. White flag in the air here for Connors Bozian. On a clink right now, starting on pole position in this heat race. It looks like he's going to be on pole position here tonight as well, if you can just hang on for 1 more corner. 2 more corners, I should say. Turn 3 and turn 4. Sebastian, good line through there. He comes on the to the inside of Sam Hoff. It's going to be close to our exit of turn 4, but not enough as Sam Hoff will defend the position. But Connors Bozian will pick up the heat win and will start in pole position here tonight at New Hampshire. It's a pretty calm heat race there. All 23 drivers somewhat clean. Obviously, have a few incidents throughout the field, but nothing too major. It seems like 3 drivers were not able to finish that race, so Carl Cantones, Braden McWilliams, and Tate Labrada. So we'll see what those drivers can do from starting in the back with Ryan Houston and Alex Anderson. Drivers who qualified 1st and 2nd tonight. So in the meantime, we'll take a quick little break. We'll be right back here as these drivers grid up for the main event in a few minutes. We're back live here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. The drivers green up for 201 miles around New Hampshire Speedway. As we'll take a quick look at our starting lineup here for tonight's feature event. On pole position will be not be Ridehouse, as Ridehouse will be EOL. Alongside him will be Alex Anderson in the back of the field at EOL. On pole position will be actually Connor Zabosin and Sam Hoff will be alongside him in seconds. Hunter Sr. and Daniel Mollux, Michael James and Jared Skinner, Nathan Johnson and Christian Schweiger, Brock Morris and Thomas Spencer, Dave August and Eric Kep, Tony Allison and Ruben Rodas, doing basketball and Albert Lopez, Bill Lamp and Alex McQueen, Alan Wild and Craig Martin, Taylor Bragg, Carl Cantonis, and our field will be Brandon Williams. We'll be in the back there with Alex Anderson and Ryan House as well. So those drivers, like I said, mentioned, on to the back of the field. So Connors Wilson will lead us to the green here. So like I mentioned, 201 laps, 21 miles. It's going to be pretty hot track to 123 degrees. These drivers about to do battle as the pace car pulls out the pit lane. They're about to go green here. And green flag is out. We're underway here at New Hampshire. As can't Sam off, clear on the outside here off of turn number 2. He has momentum on Connor Zabozian. Zabozian led every single lap of the heat race, but it looks like Sam Hoff will lead here off of turn number 2. And now the back shows the top 3 single file out. We get top 5 now, side by side here. Michael James and Christian Schweiger there, 6 and 7. No contact there. Around goes Michael James in front of the field. Ruben Roska hit him as well down the back. As I'll bring our first caution of the night here on lap number 2. And luckily, no other drivers were involved except Ruben Roska and Michael James. I think he got tagged there by someone next to him. It might have been Eric kept there, maybe in that 63. We couldn't quite tell. Happened all so fast. So he also got the race lead back from Sam Hoff as well, looks like. So it might have been Nathan Johnson, actually. Yeah, Johnson just got loose off of turn number 2, and around goes James. Oh, Thomas Spencer on the inside wall as well. Looks like he actually got damage. So there's 3 different cars involved there, looks like. Not sure how much damage Spencer got. Oh, it's a big hit right there in the inside wall. So he's gonna definitely have to prepare that one up big time. That's our first caution right here on lap number 3. And I'm expecting everyone to take fuel though, or tires at all during this yellow. I mentioned tire wear will be a very big deal here now with this high track time, especially those rear tires. It seems like a lot of drivers are getting loose off of these corners here, off of turn 2 and off of turn 4. Pace car lets off, so we're going green next time by. Zabozian mentioned back to the race lead, missed that one though on Sam Hoff, so got back around. We'll see if he's better on this restart compared to Hoff as Hoff got the initial jump on that initial restart. Supposing we'll see what we can do here on this restart here. His car is off. And green flag back in there. Bozeman with a great launch there. Through the gears he goes. He has a jump on Hoff. You know, I think he'll clear in the turn number 1. Yes, he will. Hoff has no chance on the outside this time through turn 2. So Bozeman back in the race lead. Hoff in second. Daniel Mullins in third. Side by side for the back. That's Jared Skinner and Christian Schweiger. So Williams there kept there at 63 machine, making some moves here early on. The outside, Jared Skinner looks like they're off of turn number 4. Yep, has their momentum here down the front straightaway. Down to turn number 1. It's a little early. Nathan Johnson gets in the back of him big time there. There's some big squiggle there on the entry to turn number 1. They'll lose that position to Jared Skinner. I thought he had a chance there on that 7 machine, but Johnson was like, no way, Jose. As Jared Skinner scoops by on the inside. Alan Wild and Timmy Bass Wilson for 15th and 16th. It's very interesting lines we're seeing here at New Hampshire. A lot of drivers run the outside kind of line through 1 and 2, maybe the inside 3 and 4. Not sure if there's like some sort of different grip lines, but it looks like it's kind of run more in the middle. But we've seen some drivers kind of run the inside in 3 and 4 as well, especially obviously trying to make some moves as well. It's the top 2 have kind of pulled away from the rest of the field. We'll swing out here further on back, but as we look down the front straightaway here and then entry to turn number 1. Mostly single filed out. I think this guy kind of be a tire saving type of race here. There'll be a lot of comers and goers throughout the field, it seems like. As Alex Anderson already moved his way up into the top 10 spot, up to 10th place. Looking for 9th place right now as he's really quick. Obviously starting second, qualified second, and have to get that EWL penalty. So he's moving his way up through the field quite quickly here in these first 10 laps. Simon Debog is still side by side here off of turn number 4. Down the front shoulder they go. Down into turn number 1 now. So Anderson will clear him and Nathan Johnson here off on the entry to turn 3 and off of turn 4 as well. Bogus and Johnson side by side here for 9th and 10th. It's Biggs in the inside for Bogus. He's gonna clear Johnson there for 9th. I mentioned most of the field kind of spread out here. Brock Morris maybe making a move here on Nathan Johnson. Johnson seems like kind of burnt up his stuff a little early on in this run. As there goes Brock Morris to the inside. Takes it in turn 1. Can he clear? Not quite. Johnson hang on strong on the outside. There goes Morris up the racetrack. He'll clear off for turn number 2. Actually, not quite. Johnson with a good run. Morris, I thought he was clear, but looks like he might have checked out there on the exit of turn number 2. And dive back down to turn 3. Will he clear off for turn 4? Will Johnson have a good move? Good run. Looks like Johnson has a good run, but not good enough. Mark Morris will slide himself up and hit that 10th place spot as behind Ryan Housen, making his way up to the field as well. Not as quickly as Alex Anderson seems like, but Housen still in that 13th place spot. Works his way up through back to field. He's up around 12 spots here. Alex Anderson, he's up around 16 or so. Jerry Skinner passing here for 5th place on Christian Schweger. Now Connors Bears and Simoff have kind of checked away from the rest of the field. They were still within about half a second of each other. You have Daniel Monks about a second back from Sam Hoff. Sitting right behind Daniel Monks as well. Not too far behind as Eric kept closing the gap down on Christian Schweger. Down the front straight away, he's around 0.2 of a second off of that 38 machine. See what they can do here through turn 1 and turn 2. He has a good exit off of turn number 2. Not as good as Christian Schweger. Looks like Schweger may have got a little bit better on the gas there. A little bit more tire rubber to use up there through turn 2. Allison around Tony Allison here. It's for 11. This was for 12th place here. Eric Kep and Alex Anderson duking out here. This is off for turn number 2. Anderson loose off for turn 2. He's side by side with a 63 machinist for 7th and 8th. Anderson will clear it off for turn number 4. It's back further on back. Ryan Housen still trying to get around. That a 4 machine of Tony Allison. Allison not making it easy at all. That's when we get running off of turn number 4. He's the inside, gonna have a send, have a look here. Here turn 1. Almost threw out, there are 3 wide. Allison checks up. Ryan Houston will clear Allison, but he's now side by side with Nathan Johnson. He'll slide in line behind him. So moves himself up to 12th place there with that move in turn 1 and turn 2. Allison 2, 3, and 4. Can he clear off for turn 4? Not quite. Turn 1, he'll clear there. He'll move himself up to 11th place. Big gaggle of cars here around Carl Cantones. Gets loose on the inside there. So all the way back in 24th place. An incident during the heat race, it seems like. Did not finish the heat race at all. Jones getting around Alex McQueen here for 16th. Almost clear, not quite, as McQueen goes bad exit. Here comes Brandon McWilliams, who was involved in the wreck and in the heat race off turn 4. Thomas Mincher trying to run that apron there through 3 and 4. So I'm gonna do that in the heat race as well. So here comes Craig Martin, who was also involved in it. Brandon McWilliams wreck as well. Actually, it was off of a number 4 as well. So I saw here Brock Morris and Eric Kep. This is for 9th and 10th. Morris will clear off a turn number 2, it looks like. And here comes Ryan Houston. Look for that top 10 spot here down the back. Lap shot for those Michael James, who's involved in that lap 2 wreck, the only yellow V had so far tonight. Not sure how long these drivers can go on fuel, but if I had to assume, it'll probably be around 40 or so laps, 40 to 45 laps. There's a big pack of cars here, kind of behind Christian Schweger, the Alex Anderson, Nate Boggess, Brock Morris, and soon to be Ryan Houston as well. 6th through 10th. As I mentioned, it's a tough place to pass here at New Hampshire. So Alex Anderson get a bit loose here. Is about for 2nd place, heating up as well, but so is this one. It's almost 3 abreast here through turn 1 and turn 2. So Anderson got loose off of 4. That allowed Nate Boggess to have a look there. Here comes Brock Morris inside for 8th and 9th, and here comes Alex Anderson as a move for 2nd place as well. Daniel Mullix side by side, Sam Hoff on the front straightaway. And Hunter Senior as well in the picture in that 12 machine. He's going to use the apron to help him rotate that car. He's going to stay on the apron. He's going to make it 3 wide here off of turn number 2. Is it going to work? Not quite. He's going to lose a ton of momentum. Those two side by side still up ahead. They're side by side here. Good contact. Alex Anderson, Christian Schweger off of turn 2. Anderson is clear through turn down the back straightaway, and then turn number 3 as well. Back out for his battle for 2nd place. They're 3 wide almost. He for 2nd off of turn number 4. Daniel Mullick's not quite able to get around that. See him off way up the racetrack. Lose maybe 2 positions here. Actually gets a great run off of turn number 2. And he's still alongside with Daniel Mullick's here down the back. As what lane will Hunter Sr. pick? Looks like he's going to choose the outside lane here on the front straightaway. As here comes Hunter Sr. through the middle, actually 3 wide. Off of turn 2, it's going to be pretty tight. A little contact there. Off of turn 2, they keep it clean though. Down the back straightaway is an amazing battle here for second place. Sam Hoff able to keep it in second for now, but Connors Rosen pulling away to a 3-second lead over these drivers as these drivers duke it out here for second, third, and fourth. Seen once again going in the apron, trying to make something work. As Hoff gets loose off of turn number 4. That's got Mullick alongside even further. Looks a little slide job move here up into turn number 1. He'll clear it out off of turn 2. Soft just cannot get that car rotated in the middle of turn 2. As Anderson and Housen now 6th and 7th from the back now. Easily inside the top 10 right now. Duking out here for a position. So Hoff and Hunter Sr. duking out once again as well for second or third and fourth. Hoff gets loose once again off of turn 4, so he's really struggling on those rear tires, it seems like. So we're side by side on the front straightaway, and caution is out. The second time out here on lap 37. Brady McWilliams slow down the back. Maybe a self spin here. I don't know if you got any contact maybe initially, but on the inside there for that 36 exchange, just kept losing it, and overcorrects into Thomas Spencer. But luckily, it doesn't look like he has too major damage on that 36 machine, but second caution of the night, you're not number 38, so definitely going to be some pit stops here in the meantime. As Connors Rosen pulled out to about 3.5-second lead over the rest of the field. Looks like Samuel Hoff kind of struggled there on those older tires, it seemed like, later in the run. Everyone coming up pit lane here. Looks like Rosen will win the rest off pit lane. Second will be Daniel Mullick. Third will be Sam Hoff. We're going green this time by right now. Pace goes off, and into the restart zone they go. Green flags out. Sixth division, another great launch here on Daniel Molnix to clear him into turn number 1. Off and Molnix side by side as Hunter Senior already goes to the apron there. Looks like trying to make something happen. He gets a bit too loose on the inside there. Side by side here for a second as well, but looks like Molnix will clear Hoff down and turn at number 1. Hunter Senior, big sit to the inside, using those fresh tires as an advantage. Use them up when you can. Try to get as many positions as you can on these restarts. It's really hard to pass after these first 5 or so laps. And here comes Alex Anderson as well. He's already up to 5th place, looking for 4th place as well on Hunter Senior. As Anderson's going to clear Hunter Senior here off of turn number 4. Senior, I just don't know if that inside line when the apron's working very well. Could maybe save some tires later on the run, but I just don't know if it's worth it. Feel most single about though. On the run straight away. Here after the restart. Few more battles here. As actually Tony Allison, broken left front. His race will be over early. What happened on Poor Machine? Oh, him and Jared Skinner make contact there. That broke his left front. Jared Skinner. Not sure how badly damaged he is. I think he's able to continue. He's going to be in 19th place though after having a good opening to the race. Back out front, Connors Wilson still leads this race. 8 cents is the second. 8 cents is the gap between him and Daniel Molnix, who currently is in 2nd place. So 1/4 of the way down for now. And in this meantime, we'll do a little over and crank it up here. As we're 50 laps down into this race. I was back here at New Hampshire, back from Crank It Up segment right house, and then Hunter Senior duking out here for 5th and 6th. Senior trying around the apron still. He's been consistently going underneath that blue line there and trying to do something, but I just don't know if that's going to work out there in the longer run. I guess they could save him some tires, maybe, perhaps, but we'll see. Definitely a bold strategy, I would say, so definitely. We'll see if it's it might allow him to save some tires possibly as well. Could definitely happen. Just because typically, usually on the inside line, typically in iRacing, does see your tires a little bit more, and also with the help on the apron there, using that grass to help rotate, that could definitely help him maybe save those right front and rear tires, as he's not using them so much on the exit. But it'll be interesting to see how that works out, though. Top traffic up ahead there. He's going to try house on the inside of Alex Anderson. Senior tried to make it through wide there for a moment, but not able to do it quite well through 1 and 2 as Ryan Houston side by side still with Anderson through 3 and 4. Anderson will win that battle here off of turn 4 for the meantime in 4th place. So Anderson once again using that apron to help rotate that race car. Senior was able to get around the Ryan Houston's lap car right there, looks like. It looks like Senior is doing a good job on the apron, getting around these cars. It's getting around Anderson for 4th place here. So it looks like in the longer run, looks like that apron might be helping him rotate that machine. And he's the only driver doing it so far in the top 5, and it's working through turn 1 and turn 2. He'll clear for 4th. Not quite. He's going to he goes up top, so he's going to clear 4th place. So that inside line is working quite well for that 12 machine. So it's going to be definitely something to watch out for later in tonight's race. So we got almost 135 laps to go right now. So still a long, long ways to go. Not even to the halfway point at all in this one. It's Craig Martin and Nathan Johnson side by side here. To a 4-car battle here for around 13th place. Nathan Johnson up the racetrack, almost some contact between him and Craig Martin off of turn number 2 there. So here's Taylor Perez as well on the top side, making things work. He's single file back out here quickly for 13th place. Also a little battle here for 8th place with Carl Cantonis loose off of turn number 2 big time. But you see that 99 machine. We're about 30 laps into this run here. I mentioned 30 laps in this run. It's about the time where we saw the last caution on green flag racing. Around 33 of green flag laps last caution. We saw Sussman and Anderson very loose. And Somerset was able to pull away big time using his little strategy here. He's actually currently the fastest driver on the racetrack. So if we have a long, long run, watch out for Hunter Senior here late in this race. He's found something that no one else is seemingly doing. It's working very, very well for that 12 machine. My house and close here with Alex Anderson. Anderson using that 100 senior line there on the apron. Just trying to see if that works for him as well. See me, any of these other drivers decide to do that. Scarl continues way up the racetrack there. It's going to allow Eric Kep to maybe sneak his way on the inside there. Not quite able to. Anderson still trying to figure that line out, but here comes on Sam Hoff for third. Here, how quickly can he get around Hoff here for third place? This Hoff actually going to copy his line there through 3 and 4, not letting him use it too cleanly with that clean air. Going to give him some dirty air there through turn 3 and 4. So he goes senior to the inside. And you clear off of turn 2, not quite, gets a bit loose there off of turn number 2. Hoff will win the battle for now. So off turn 4, a little bit more even here. Down the front straight, this could definitely be the corner where Senior will clear. Looks like Senior will clear here off of turn 4. What a move there. He's going to move himself into the top 3 spots. Maybe can you chase down that second place driver of Daniel Molnix, using this interesting line that he's been running this whole green flag run so far. Seems like he's been saving his tires well. Talked about earlier. Let's go on board here with Hunter and see exactly what he's doing with his brakes and also his throttle input as well. Seems as though he's just kind of really sitting in deep on the inch of the corner, letting the apron really handle that race car. It looks like Alex Anderson gets past there from Ryan Houston for 5th. We'll take a quick replay of that one. Looks like Anderson just got loose off of turn number 2. While Ryan Houston and Easel will sneak on by for 5th. Question is, when will these green flag pit stops come about here? These guys have been on this tank of fuel for about 41 laps in total. So I assume these drivers will probably pit here shortly, maybe the next 5 laps or so. between pit stops. Alex Anderson now pit lane with Eric Kep as well. Here comes Hampshire getting around. Daniel Mullix here. Mullix has used his line. You know, go through the middle though. Off of turn number 2. Can't see him clear for second. Yes, he will. Hunter Senior has moved himself up in that second place spot. See, they come. Both of them on the apron there. So we'll see when the top 3 drivers come out pit lane. Looks like Alex Anderson has already come down. Ryan Houston has come down pit lane just last time by, but Anderson currently in front of him. And these drivers doing the Hunter Senior line. I mean, Anderson is right there. Yeah, Anderson is. So he's testing this one out here. See what he can do here as Hunter Senior. When you're really successful with that line. May not be the fastest one in the first 10 or 15 laps, but after that, it really seems quick on those tires and saves them very well as well. As when will Connors Bosian bring it down pit lane as well? Suppose he might be coming up pit lane. Yes, he is. There he goes. Hunter Senior not coming out pit lane. Looks like Daniel Marks is going to follow Hunter Senior down pit lane, or Connors Bosian down pit lane. See him off as well. And same with a few other drivers. Craig Martin, look for our back as he at the pit. So it looks like 3 of the top 7 drivers coming out pit lane. Hunter Senior is the only one that's like to stay out, seems like. Senior really still right in that line there. He's working well. He just tries to stay out and get those extra few laps on the tires compared to everyone else. Then will Hunter Senior bring it down pit lane. Looks like he'll this time by. Looks like right. Oh, he's gonna lock it up and trying to get on the brakes and front of him was Craig Martin there. As we'll see who will get off pit lane first. Looks like Collins Bosen will probably take back the race lead over Hunter Sr. here in a few moments' time. Alex Anderson and Ryan House on the grid battles. They've got around Sam Hoff as well, but Alex Anderson on pretty old tires. He pitted 9 laps ago compared to Hoff pitting 2 laps ago. We'll see how that works out for him. This looks like Hunter Sr. will come out in 6th place behind Sam Hoff. It's Hoff all over the back bumper of Alex Anderson now. The inside he goes. He'll clear for 4th place. You know, we've seen pulled up by lap traffic seems like by Titleborough. Comes off on Ryan House and off is about 5 lap pressure tires in a 98 machine. Into the inside here down the front straight into turn number 1. Big send there for Hoff. And Sam Hoff will clear for 3rd. Sam Hoff still struggling to get around Taylor Brother there in that 52 machine. Lap car really slowing him down big time on the exit of turn number 2. Can Daniel Mullock's finally get around Taylor Pryor, the lap car through turn 3 and 4? Looks like he will. Now Sam Hoff could be stuck behind that 52 machine. So they're going to go way up top of the racetrack. Alexander Hunter still around that apron there, trying to make something work. As we're going to take this moment, as we're coming to about the halfway point in this one, we do another LRL Crank It Up segment here from New Hampshire as Connors Rosen leads over the rest of the field by 4.5 seconds here at New Hampshire. And caution is out on the racetrack. We just saw it there live on Crank It Up. Ruben Rodas, I believe that who was spun around off of turn number 4. That's our third caution right here on lap 101, right around the halfway point in this one. So I'm sure some of the drivers will probably come back down pit lane, as we've only pitted around 2 times tonight. So it looks like maybe just a self spin there. Yeah, just Ruben Rodas self spinning there off of turn number 4. And locks it down. Luckily, no one else is really involved there, so we'll bring up the yellow though. But unluckily, Ruben Rodas is gonna be 2 laps down now. So now it's gonna be decision time here for Connors Rosen if he comes out pit lane or not. So here they come down pit lane. Connors Rosen will once again win the race off of pit lane. We'll take a quick little break. Be right back here from New Hampshire. As back live here, and green flag is back out here at New Hampshire as well. Daniel Molnox, not the greatest race on the outside. Looks like Scott Sam Hoff to go to the inside there of him. And Connors Rosen will clear once again in turn number 1 and 2. Alex Harrison use that apron there like Hunter Sr. has before. Try to do something here as we're past halfway point in this one. It's really crunch time here these last 90 or so laps, 97 laps to go. These drivers make these moves. So Hunter Senior will stay ahead of Alex Anderson there for 5th place. But here comes Anderson inside of Hoff. That's 3 abreast for a moment, maybe almost 4 wide. The over turn number 4. Now Hunter Senior side by side with Alex Anderson down the front straightaway of New Hampshire. Anderson was extremely loose off turn number 2. Luckily, he didn't spin out there. Overcorrected the race car as well. As Senior on the apron got a bit loose as well. Down the back straightaway he goes. As now these drivers are both on the apron there, trying to make. I mean, it worked well there for Senior later in the run, but I just don't know. I think you lose a little bit too much. I don't know. It's a very tough game to play there because you lose quite a bit of time on these opening laps. It's such a hard place to pass, and I don't know. It's a very give and take type situation in New Hampshire with that line that they're running. So we'll see. But Anderson on the inside, running the apron still. 93 laps to go. Still plenty of time to save your tires as well, but I think if everyone else in the top 4 are running the normal line, quote unquote, I think you just gotta start running the normal line. It's not quick enough to make that big of a difference. I mean, we saw Hunter Senior do very well in the longer run, but I think he kind of knows that it's just too much of a hassle to run that apron too much. But we'll see with 92 laps to go. I mean, Anderson continues to run that apron. I mean, we'll see if it works out for him though. But right now, still out in front, Connors Bosen. Only gap is about 0.3 of a second, but he's been really, really good on these long runs for now. I'm sure he'll continue to do so as well. Like I mentioned, not too many battles here in New Hampshire. Mostly single file spread out for the most part. Got Alan Wild here and Nathan Johnson side by side for 16th and 17th. As right now, the top 17 are on the lead lap. Everyone else at least 1 lap down. It's 3 wide here. At Rose, who's just spun out there, he's 2 laps down right now. He is on fresh tires as well. He's hoping for those cautions, maybe get some way rounds and lucky dogs as well. As your drivers had 6 extra sets of tires, so I think so far they're pitted at least 3 times tonight. Actually, it would be 3 times tonight. One depending on the second caution, lap 37. Obviously, with a green flag pit stop between lap 37, the second caution and third caution, and on this third caution, they all took tires. So they've had 3 sets left for 90 laps, make it 89 now. So should be plenty of sets left in this race. The fuel window should be pretty close. These drivers are able to maybe stretch it to around 45, 50 laps. So I think it probably would be a one-stop race from here on out. It would be really close though. I think I heard some drivers under caution saving some fuel, turn off the engine. One of them being Connors Zabosian. So a long ways to go on this one. Almost in real life time, it's around 45 more minutes left in this race. So I've already been racing for probably around an hour or so when we went green. So race probably around over 2 hours if I had to guess, give or take if we have any more cautions. So quite a long race, especially with this thing being green for as long as it has been, with only 3 cautions, and one of them on lap 2, one on lap 37, one lap 101. So very spread out as well. So a lot of green flag laps so far tonight. So that definitely could play a factor in maybe some tiredness here late as well. Just kind of constantly turning that wheel left, not any brakes. Definitely need some tiresome, as in last season I should say, this race was only 151 laps long, so it's an extra about 50 laps in length here in New Hampshire, which is equivalent to about 25 more minutes of race time, give or take. Obviously cautions could play a factor, but it looks Anderson looking inside here of Hunter Senior. Senior giving him plenty of space off turn 4. Oh, contact! Senior! Oh, he saves it off at turn 4. Anderson checks up. Escalade, Brock Morris Passed both of them, looks like, for 5th place. So Brock Morris 7th to 5th and 1 corner there. As a 3 wide here off of turn number 2. Looks like Anderson just got loose there off of turn number 4. And almost caused a big wreck there between him and Hunter Sr. Actually, Anderson will clear. Looks like Hunter Sr. there. So here comes Eric Kep, currently in 8th place. This Alex Anderson once again loose there off the exit of these corners. It seems like he's struggling on the exits here with 85 laps to go. So right now, it's under attack here from Sam Hoff. Off of turn 2, they were side by side, but it looks like Austin gonna stay in the 3rd for now. But Hoff using that apron to his advantage. Saw Hunter Sr. what Hunter Sr. Alex Anderson were able to do. Try and use that to his advantage and try to get around for that 3rd place position. And he's got a clear Housen. Watch for the crossover move. Big crossover move from an 98 machine. As they're side by side once again here off of turn 2. Hoff gets loose, Housen gets loose. Everyone's loose here on this hot track temp. As they're side by side through turn number 3. Hoff really gets into the deep. I think Housen got a little bit better of an exit, the middle of the exit there. Will anyone clear off of turn number 4? Not quite. So what about here we have for that 3rd place position? There's a little argy-bargy there through turn 1 and 2. Housen using the Hoff up a little bit. Up the racetrack they go. Still side by side down the back straightaway. Down into number 3. Oh, Housen losing on entry. What a save though. He's going to attack Hoff. Hoff gets loose. He's going to save it. And we have a dogfight here for 3rd. That's allowing Daniel Mullix and Connors Bozian to pull away here. As Alex Harrison got by Brock Morris further on back. And he's catching up to these 2 drivers up ahead. Or duking it out here for 3rd and 4th. Like a life depends on it sometimes. Oh, man, what a battle we just saw there for 3rd and 4th. Somewhat clean, you know, little contact there in the battle, but pretty respectable overall. Logging us up the racetrack, he goes. It's caught up to Hunter Sr. Sr. Seems like he's struggling here on these first 20 laps after the restart. Not sure if it was that kind of contact with him and Alex Anderson that kind of threw him off there. May have kind of come off guard, got him out of rhythm there, but he's down to 8th place here. As he's looking really strong with that little line he was running through the first half of this race, but it looks like he kind of it's gone away from that one. Yeah, I mentioned, I mean, it's a good line. I mean, Anderson up ahead is running it, so I mean, I just don't know. I mean, we'll see. Time will tell. We still have 78 laps to go, so 78 miles to find it out. But let's take a quick look at our weather right now while in the middle of this one. So the track temp's gone up 137 degrees. I believe it was 123 when we started the race, at least the heat race, I do recall. So gone up quite a bit, almost 14 degrees, 14, 15 degrees, give or take. Yeah, that's quite a bit of change here, and I'm sure these drivers are feeling it. It's been hot. It was hot last week at Homestead. It's going to be very hot here in New Hampshire. I see how loose these drivers are getting off the exit of the corners as well. You really see the difference there for most of these drivers. There's a lap car there. I think that's a, that was a 993 Tim McBaxball, I believe. 21st place, 4 laps down, currently getting out of the way out of these race leaders. Nate Bogus on the inside of Eric Kep there. This is for 8th place. A 63 machine. So Hunter Sr. was able to get around Eric Kep there, so he's moving himself up to 7th place. We kind of missed that one, but there's a little bit of work to do as it would. Now he's going back to his line here, so we'll see. He's about 24 laps in this run here. The goal will probably get to around with 50 laps to go, so he is a one-stop race. So we'll see. Maybe he's fuel saving a little bit. We'll go on board here with this 12 machine. No fuel saving at all. Is anyone saving fuel at all? Got these different cars opposing right here during the Molnex. No one's turning off the engine, so I think they're good. As for one stopper, maybe they just know they can only make it a 2-step race, but I believe they should be able to make this on the one-stop race. I think some drivers were able to go 50 laps in the last run. They're close to it at least. Only time will tell though. But Collins Bosen, he's definitely been the man to beat tonight. I mean, I think he's led pretty much every lap you can lead tonight. I think he didn't lead lap 1 though. I think Sam Hoff may have led lap 1, I believe. If my memory is correct. He got the lead early on the race. But other than that, so Collins Bosen, I mean, untouchable. Especially in the heat race, he was untouchable. So far tonight, he's been untouchable as well. But we'll see. Alex Anderson, he has been quick as well. He's not apron line. He's closing in on Ryan Housen now. And Sam Hoff and Daniel Mollix as well. All 3 of those drivers. So, depending on how things go in the rest of this race, 71 laps to go, we can maybe see Anderson challenge our race leader, Carlos Bosian, a few laps time. Most likely it would be after the pit stop though. Harrison doing such a good job around that line. I mean, I think Hunter Sr. may have been, I don't know what he found there in practice, or I don't know how he discovered this line, but I mean, they do run in real life, I believe, so I mean, that's worked somewhat, but I mean, I'm surprised Hunter Sr. wasn't riding this earlier. He's riding it right now. You can see him in the background there, but I think if he was riding it earlier, definitely could maybe have in a better spot here. Obviously, his contact beat him and Alex Anderson. Excuse me, off of turn 4, I think kind of messed up Hunter Sr. a little bit. I was mentally just kind of getting them out of rhythm. So, you know, if you, I don't know if you, especially when you're on a long run, you know, 20, 25 laps at a track like New Hampshire, a long time, a lot of braking, a lot of, you know, braking, a lot of steering throughout the race car, throttle management. Once you get a rhythm for a lap or two, it takes such a long time to get kind of rebooted, I would say. In that term, but I mean, right now Anderson doing a good job. He's kind of regathered himself back up here, and points-wise, Hoff still leads the championship. Isaiah Waltress, unfortunate, very heartbreaking for that driver there. His computer or something, his internet messed up tonight. He couldn't make it, so his championship hopes are pretty much dashed unless a miracle happens these next few races. But I mean, missing a race here tonight pretty much eliminates him for championship contention. But Alex Anderson, 3rd in the points, didn't have a great regular season. Still picked up 2 wins, but was just very inconsistent this season. Only 11 top 10s in 20 races. So, I mean, currently he's 3rd in the points. He'll be 2nd, I believe, once things stand. And Mikaze Bozen not having the greatest run a few weeks ago. He's 200 points back. of a racer of Sam Hoff, so gonna have a good result last week at Homestead, getting involved in that wreck. I was with him and Ryan House, and Alex Anderson was involved as well, and a few other drivers. I mean, it was a pretty big wreck there at Homestead, being involved in that one. Ryan House obviously as well, getting involved in that wreck at Homestead. Dashes his hopes, perhaps at a championship around Daniel Molnick's. I mean, a terrible run as well. I believe he crashed in his heat race, and also just kind of a bad race overall in general. So a lot of drivers having a bad race last week at Homestead. I think, in my opinion, you can probably have one bad race, but if you have two bad races in this chase, pretty much going to be championship over for you. But if these drivers who had bad races last week are rebounding quite nicely at a track like New Hampshire, which is definitely a tough racetrack. But I think a lot of these drivers do like New Hampshire, but these next few races, got Charlotte, Auto Club, Texas on the schedule. Texas obviously kind of the historic finale here in the SuperStar Cup Series. The Charlotte and the Auto Club, definitely, especially Auto Club, a lot more drafty of a racetrack. I'm not sure if these drivers have been to Auto Club. I don't remember them going to Auto Club last season, or obviously season number 1. Definitely did not. But Craig Martin down pit lane here with 65 laps to go, so maybe these drivers cannot make it on a one-stop race. Martin stayed out on Martin stayed out there in the last caution to get his wave around, but he was only able to go 47 laps. So these drivers will have to make it to 47 to go. It's about 12 more. I don't know if they can make it on a one-stop race, actually. It might have to be a two-stopper here tonight. That is interesting indeed. But right now, we have a heated battle here for third place, but Ryan House is just not able to make any moves here. His caution is out on the racetrack. Wow. And that changes everything right there. Is Alan Wild in pit lane. I'm not sure if we see the cause of the caution quite yet. May have been Alan Wild. Not sure if he spun on the pit lane. No, he's going down pit lane here. Caution comes out. Doing DC from the blimp camera. See smoking here these past few laps. Looking off of turn 2. Oh no, there's smoke off of turn 2. I think that might be Tim McBasketball. I think that's a pink car there. Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah, smoking through turn 1 and 2. It is Tim McBasketball. Just lost it through 1-2 and locked her down. Oh man, you almost said, I think that was Nathan Johnson there on the 19 machine. Luckily, Lloyd's up there, but that brings our fourth caution night here in lap number 140. Everyone gonna bring it out pit lane for the second to last pit stop of the night. At least guaranteed. Suppose he drops his jack. He'll be the first one off pit lane. Molnick's will be second. Hoff will be third. Oh, Hoff penalty maybe. Does he let Ryan Housen by off of pit lane? But I don't believe Housen beat off pit lane. We'll see if he has a penalty here. It doesn't look like he does, but I thought Hoff easily got that 98 machine off pit lane. I'm about to take a look at that, but I for sure got the 98 off pit lane, unless I just missaw it there. Oh no, it was very close actually. Ryan Housen with that first pit stall got it there. It just wasn't very quick, obviously, being up to speed, but I didn't realize the green cone was right outside his box pretty much. Are we going green this time? Yes, we are. Connors opposing on the outside. Interesting call there. He hasn't been on the outside all night long. Obviously, we only had 3 different restarts tonight, so hasn't really had a big sample size, but the inside's been working pretty well so far, getting that jump, but you know, with 60 laps to go, you can't really take a chance here this late into the race. This goes off and green flag is in the air. Bogan picks the outside line. He picks well. But I think no matter what line he picked, he'd be in a good position. But he gets a better entry to turn number 1. I'm carrying on momentum here on down the back straightaway. We have under 60 laps to go, 59 to go this time, or that time by after the restart. We shall see what goes on here through these next 59 laps. As, well, I just have to wait a little bit, so caution is out on the racetrack. Not sure, I don't believe I saw anything in the top 5 positions, so I must have had further on back. No, right there, I think, who was that? Was that Ruben Rose? Yes, it was, not 5 Machine. Oh, wow, hard hitting the outside wall in the rear end. And round he goes. Just lost it. I mean, he is on old tires, and 42 lap old tires. So he did take the way around there. So I mean, old tires, they're probably a little bit colder after having these back-to-back cautions here, cooling them down. As wonder if we'll see little cautions, precautions. We've got a lot of green flag runs tonight. It's our 5th one of the night, 5th caution of the night. Right after our 4th one. That's kind of how counting works. But anyways, yeah, so we'll go green with probably 55 to go. Because I think pace lights will be off next time by. So we'll take a little quick break. We'll be right back here from New Hampshire. Back live here at New Hampshire. New research on the go because Bosey on the inside this time. Green flag is back in the air. And a great launch from that 45 Machine once again. As Mullins will clear for second. And there goes Anderson on the apron right there once again trying to use it up. Ryan House a bit loose off of turn number 2. And oh, Anderson on the inside. That's going to be tough for him to defend. And you get clear up quickly though on Hunter Sr. He won't be in front of Hunter Sr. but get in front of Brock Morris. But he's got a sit to the inside. It's putting skid marks on the racetrack. Sending it that deep into turn number 1. So contact up ahead. Oh, spin in the back. That's Carl Cantonis around. And once again, one of the yellow cautions are breeding cautions tonight. 6 cautions tonight there. And we've had 3 back to back to back. All within around 3 or 4 laps of each other. And like I said, cautions, breeding cautions here at New Hampshire. these drivers know it's go time. I mean, we still have 50 laps to go, which is around 25-30 minutes left in the racing time. So you still have plenty of time to make some moves, but I think these drivers are been a little more aggressive on the throttle and whatnot. So we'll see what happened. Was there any contact, or was it kind of no self-spin situation? Just kind of no self-spin situation. I don't believe there was contact with anyone there. Yeah, it looks like Nathan Johnson a little close there, but no contact. Just Cantonis losing on his own there on the inside. Luckily, no one else involved though. As he locks it down nicely, just as any driver should do. And luckily, no one hits him as well. So we'll see one come down pit lane, maybe top it off on fuel. Yes, we will. We'll see Mr. Alex Anderson now pit lane, a few others following him down. I mean, I think this is the right call here, topping off on fuel, taking tires as well. I think that is the right call, honestly. Yeah, it looks like Anderson taking tires, but Eric kept it's fuel only for that 63 machine. Maybe saving a set later, but I mean, from my calculations, these drivers still have plenty of sets left in the garage there to use up here. So I don't think he should be saving too many sets here with 50 laps to go. I mean, I think 2 sets, even 1 set, honestly, would probably be fine. But we'll see here as green flag should be dropping next time by. The light should go off this time. So here they go. As opposing, I thought the outside lane was a little bit better actually on these restarts positions. The inside, not sure if maybe working with someone there, maybe, I don't know, but I thought he got a better jump on the outside. It's hard to see, honestly, if my opinion, to see the outside line when you're the guy on the inside in second place, especially when you're choosing lanes here and there. But we'll see though. But Zubosian has looked unstoppable though, but still have a quarter of the race left to go, or the 50 laps to go on this restart. But we shall see. Space cars off. And green flags back in the air. We're in the way back here at New Hampshire. 50 laps to go, quarter of the way. Zubosian not with a great restart. Molix is alongside. He's got to into turn number 1. Has a good look. Up the racetrack they go. Here comes Hoff as well as cautions out, and Molix will take the race lead. That's what I was just talking about. So on the outside line, as Daniel Molix will lead here tonight, I believe for the first time tonight. There's a quick yellow there. Not sure what the cause of that one is. Oh, further on back, that's Michael James hard on the outside wall. I think that's in front of Dylan Lamp. Not sure if he had contact there. He downshifted, moving into. Wow. Has to be a tough break there for Connor Zubosian. A restart caution instantly. Wow, and I think Michael James just downshifting there. Getting up to speed. It doesn't even look like he downshifted though. The RPM's gonna go high. No, let's wait. It doesn't look like he downshifted. That's such a weird. If you look at the RPMs, they go. No, it didn't sound like he shifted down. Upshifts right there. Then just blows up. That's so weird. I don't believe he I thought initially he downshifted, money shifted you call it, but it looks like he didn't. I don't. That's such a weird. Let's see if he comes in here and we can talk to him about it. But that's such a weird thing right there. But that's gonna bring out the 7th caution tonight, and now Connor Zubosian in 2nd place. Well, now Molix is the outside line. Might have been listening to me there, but I think the outside line has been better on these restarts. I mean, that one restart Carlos Bosian did was the best restart I think he had all night, honestly. It's going to 46 laps to go. Molix could be a race leader on the outside line. He's into the restarts on the go. Good launch there from Molix initially. I think he'll clear in the turn number one. Yes, he will. Big clear there. I just think that shows you how good the outside line is. And also you have kind of the nice entry to turn number one. Bosian clears for second though. He's got a good run here down the back straightaway. Can he get that race lead back quickly? And we'll see another quick yellow as well. As big stand for Hoff to the inside of Ryan Houston. Here comes Bosian around the outside here off of turn 4. He's a bit loose, but he has the momentum. I'm surprised Molix gave him the outside line there. It's down to turn 1. Connors Bosian will clear back to the race lead. Pretty much no contest from Daniel Molix. As Hoff and Ryan Houston side by side. Hunter Sr. as well as joined the picture. Oh, with some contact there. Here comes Nate Bogus as well. As we'll take a look at some of the drivers who tops off on field. Eric Kemp there in 9th place. I think he's looking really good with these bunch of cautions in a short period of time. This thing goes green the rest of the way. He may be good on fuel. Same with a few other drivers like Alex Anderson, Brock Morris as well, who are currently in 11th and 13th place, respectively. It's still side by side here for second as they're letting Connor Bosian get away once again, it seems like. It's big stand for Hoff there. He'll clear up to second. Ryan Houston tried to follow him through, but he wasn't quite able to. It's Hoff a bit loose off of turn 2, but he'll keep it straight for now. It's not like sets his sights on the race leader, but it's been pretty tough to catch up to Connor Bosian. No one's done it so far tonight. It's field mostly single file here with 42 laps to go. I think a lot of these drivers just kind of hoping for this thing to stay green, especially the drivers who just pitted a couple cautions ago. Zero's inside of there, kept on Christian Schweger. He's filling back, looks like Alex Anderson. Alan Wild side by side here, 11th and 12th. Ryan Houston has a peek to the inside. Almost some contact there. They keep it straight for now. No contact there between those two drivers. 40 laps to go. Do these drivers end up not pitted half the pits one more time? I think that's going to be the biggest question mark here. As we're on board with one of these drivers here in a few moments' time. Once the drivers get single file back out. See if any of them saving some fuel possibly. Let's go on board here with Sam Hoff. Is he saving any fuel right now here in second place? Does not sound like it. We know these drivers up front are saving fuel, so either they think they're good to the end, or they know they have to make at least one more pit stop, so there's no point in saving fuel. I mean, they have to go around 62 laps on this tank of fuel, which is a tall ask. Even though we've had about 10 laps of caution yellow flags, so these drivers could maybe save some fuel on those cautions, but I think it's gonna be a pretty big gamble here. 60 laps on a tank of fuel as well. But we'll see how it plays out though later in tonight as Alex Anderson run that apron once again. His favorite place there on the racetrack. They're in 11th place currently. There goes Anderson, big sim to the inside once again around that apron. I think with the apron though, the marbles are there, so it might be a little bit less grippy, but it's gonna clear Eric Kep. Now Anderson right behind Brock Morris. Those two drivers on fresh tires, the freshest tires of the field, I believe. Yes, they are. And they also topped off on fuel as well, so I think they should be good to the end. They played with about 52 laps to go and got a few cautions in between there, so I think they should be okay to the end maybe and make it on fuel. Like I said, the number is going to be pretty close, I think, for the rest of the field as well, with all these cautions we had in the middle of this kind of second half of the race. These drivers along kind of cautions out right there, and everyone should be going fuel once they pit this time. Looks like Carl Cantona's once again spun around. Not sure if there was any contact. There was, hitting the outside wall hard in turn 3 and 4. As it looks like Ruben Rodas, sends it way too deep there, and Carl can, not need to do that little extra movement there to turn right. I think he would have walked it down, not any damage, but anyways, Carl Cantona's around in the turn 3 and 4. Looks like, you notice with a big send, he was pretty far back. He was like, probably 4 or 5 car lengths back, sent in there, dude. Lost kind of the rear end. Had no real control. Looks like, yeah, Carl Cantona's trying to save it. He's not quite able to. So I think these drivers will come down pit lane and topped off on fuel and take tires as well. Most likely being the last pit stop is Hunter Sr. staying out, Alex Harrison, Brock Morris, and Eric Kep, I think, staying out as well. So kind of a split decision here. Those drivers who pitted earlier staying out. Hunter Sr. not, he wasn't Hunter Sr. He had more than break time. Let's go on board here after this pit stop. We'll see if Hunter Sr. is saving any fuel right now currently. So we'll see who will win the race off pit lane. Most likely will be Carlos Zabosian. As Christian Schweger, I think right side's only for him. As Sam Hoff actually gets Carlos Zabosian. Zabosian slow stop there. Zabosian had a half a second slower pit stop than Sam Hoff. Hoff will jump and Zabosian will fall out in the 7th place. We'll go on board here with Hunter Sr. if he's saving some fuel. Not quite. Alex Anderson turned off his engine. Brock Morris. Not turn off his engine. Carlos Zabosian turned off his engine. Even drivers who just pitted saving fuel, so I think that shows you how close these drivers are on fuel, perhaps even if they just pitted. So surprised some of the other drivers in front are saving fuel as well here with 33 laps to go. Go off into pit lane. Hunter Sr. releases the green for the first time tonight. Green flag in the air. Senior with a great launch through the gears he goes. They'll clear big time on Brock Morrison here. Here comes Anderson to the inside. We gotta make 3 wide through the apron. Bold move here from the 6-7 machine. As he'll clear for third. Sam Hoff as well. Right behind already. He just paid for tires. He's looking inside of Anderson. Big blocks there at 6-7 machine in the turn 3 and 4. That's gonna stack up the field behind them though. As here comes Hoff on the outside. Anderson will stay clear for third for now. Supposing that 5th place spot to the inside he goes on Hoff. As Anderson still ripping that apron there, trying to do something different. Now Anderson's stuck on the bottom there, trying to follow his way back to the outside line. Trying to do some of his 3 wide action now. Oh, contact there off of turn number 2. Anderson loose. Let's go lose some more positions there as here comes Christian Schweger as well to the outside. As a 3 wide action once again, Ryan Houston, Brock Morris, Connor Zabosian. Zabosian on the very top side trying to make it through, make it 2 for 1 there. Through 3 and 4. He's not quite clear, but he is now clear in the turn number 1. Well, contact, there's more contact further on back. Daniel Mullock sends Alex Anderson up the racetrack. Oh, hard hit the outside wall for Ryan Houston as big, heavy contact. I don't think the yellows came out yet. No yellow for that one as we stay green for now. Absolute calamity in the turn number 1. So, looks like, you know, Mullock clips Anderson. Anderson slides into Houston. Houston has nowhere to go. Straight on the outside wall and a bunch of damage behind as well. But we stay green up ahead though. As Hunter Senior still leads over Sam Hoff, and now Connor Zabosian moves himself up to 2nd place. As here comes Zabosian, gonna try to reclaim his race lead back with a hectic last few laps. As he's gonna Hunter Senior the bumper in the turn number 1. And now Zabosian on the top side, trying to make that thing work. Will Senior give him enough room, even though he gave him the bumper? Yes, he will. And here comes Sam Hoff as well. As Zabosian clears for the race lead, Hoff will clear for 2nd, I believe. Yes, he will, as Anderson stays in 4th place. Big battle here for 5th, 6th, and 7th and 8th. And soon to be 9th. There's almost 4 wide through turn 1 and turn 2. This race has completely gone crazy here these past few laps with this different tire strategies. Contact Brock Morris and the Christian Schweger. They keep it straight for now. It's actually a lap car there. Actually, no, Ruben Rose back on the lead lap. He's up to 6th place. Ruben Rose was 2 laps down, and probably around 60, 70 laps ago. He's moved himself up into 6th place, and he has a chance at a top 5 finish here with 25 laps to go. As Ryan Houston down pit lane, it's back-to-back nights, back-to-back weeks. He's been involved in the wreck here with him and Alex Anderson kind of being involved. Anderson obviously not really at fault. As Mullock gives them another bumper. Bigson! Anderson hard on the outside wall. Not sure what happened to these two, but it seems like these drivers do not like each other at all. There's some more contact. Mullock's putting Anderson on the outside wall. As that's going to allow Ruben Rose to go up to 4th place. Big blocks again. Mullock misses Anderson. Anderson gets tagged again by Schweger. As more contact up ahead. As Anderson's still trying to save it. He gets in the outside wall. Even more contact between these two drivers. There's no cautions out yet. I'm sure it's not going to end here yet. I mean, clearly something terrible has gone wrong, because that's an easily intent right there. It's Daniel Molnick's hammers Alex Anderson once again as we stay green for now. They come both down pit lane. Not sure what started this beef, but it must have started in turn number 1 a few laps ago. Now they're both down pit lane, destroyed now at the night's race and probably out of championship contention. I don't I don't believe they had prior contact in this race tonight. I mean, first thing I saw there was Molix Anderson in the turn number 1. I don't know if that was on purpose, but started the whole train reaction between him, Anderson, Haydenhausen, and kind of caused all that calamity. But look at Ruben Rose up to 4th place, unreal, with 22 laps to go. Wow, this race has been completely, I don't even know. Carl Cantonis, he's spun out 2 times already tonight. He might be 3 here as he's up to 7th place here in contact him and Brock Morris. Wow, I just have, I'm speechless for that one. But in the 21 laps to go, they feel pretty spread out right now currently. I mean, a bunch of championship contenders done and completely done for this, probably the championship run. For example, Daniel Molix and Alex Anderson. Molix having 2 bad races and the chase is most likely over, and same with Ryan Houston as well. I've caught in between those 2 drivers fighting each other out on the racetrack using the car as a weapon, pretty much. So unfortunately that kind of turned into that, but come to 20 laps ago this time by, Hans Bose and Sam Hoff within half a second of each other. It's not too many battles out on the racetrack here currently. This will be Carl Cantonis and Brock Morris, it seems like, on the racetrack. Actually, Joe Lamp just got by. Eric kept there for 14th place. Currently right now, still have a second between CM Hoff and Connors and Bosey, and kind of just maintaining that gap right now with 14 laps to go. Brock Morris, Carl Cantonis close together here. Nathan Johnson, Albert Lopez close together as well here. Oh, Lopez flips the outside wall for turn 2. He's going to hop the curves a little bit. Get back on the racetrack here right now. Tim off loosely off for turn number 2. He's going to lose a little bit of time down the back straight away. 2 cars Belgium. No one too close to go here with 10 laps to go at New Hampshire. Junior and Ruben Rose close together. Ruben Rose actually has been kind of close, slowly but surely reeling in Hunter Senior these past few laps, but there's about half a second between those two drivers. And I was pretty far apart from each other around double car lights in between, with 8 laps to go coming to 7. It's not bad. There's now 4 laps to go this time by for Cars Division, 4 more miles here at New Hampshire. The last thing you'll see is a caution flag. Will Hunter Senior be able to make it to the end of this race without having to save fuel? We'll go on board here with this 12 machine. Is he saving any fuel here? These last 2 laps. 2 laps ago. Looks like Hampshire not saving any fuel, so he's pretty confident he can make it to the end. And now white flag in the air here for Cars goes in one last time around. Here in the Brewtal racing the Boston Strong 201. As off of turn number 4, Cars Bojan in dominant fashion will pick up the win here at New Hampshire. Here in chase race number 3, Sam Hoff will finish in 2nd. Andrew Sr. looks like he'll finish in 3rd. Ruben Rose in 4th. Carl Quintonis close to Brock Morris, not able to get to him here at the line. They're 6th and 7th. Azute Labretta, Albert Lopez, I believe, no, it's Thomas Spencer wrecking here off of turn number 4. Now, Tate Lapretta will lose a couple more spots here. See where he ends up, though. Probably around that 14th place position. As up on the front straightaway, Cosgrove going to burn it down, rightfully so, dominating win here tonight here at New Hampshire. So Zabozian finished Burns, and now we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back here from New Hampshire. Back live here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. I gotta take a quick look at our race results here for Brewtal Racing Boston Strong 201. Obviously, our race winner here tonight will be Connor Zabosian. The 45 machine. In second will be Samuel Hoff. There it is. Sam Hoff will be in second. Hunter Sr. in third. Ruben Rose fourth. Christian Schweger in fifth. Brock Moore sixth. Carl Cantona seventh. Nate Bogus in eighth. Nathan Johnson ninth. And Alex will round out the top 10. 11th will be Albert Lopez. Dylan Lamp at 12th. Alan Wild 13th. Tate Lepre at 14th. Eric Kep 15th. Craig Martin 16th. Tim Basswell 17th. Thomas Spencer 18th. Daniel Mullock 19th. And Alex Anderson rounding up the top 20. 21st, Ryan House and Michael James 22nd. There's Garrett 23rd, Tony Allison 24th, and Braden McWilliams in 25th place. So we'll speak to our race winner here of Connor Zabosian. Hello, Connor, you got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
So you pick up the win in pretty much dominating fashion, won the heat race, started technically on pole position, and kind of never looked back. Had a little struggle there, had a restart, I think, around 7th place on that kind of final restart. Talk us through your night overall.
Well, coming into the night, I mean, this has always been one of my better tracks. I've ran pretty well here against some good guys and made some stupid mistakes in some of those races that could have been a lot better, and kind of threw those away. And I've learned a lot at this track about just staying alive. Like, this is always a tough track to just stay out of the wall and keep your tires on it. So, I mean, that was the main goal. Like, maybe every restart or like every run we got, like I would try and shoot out and pull away a little bit and get myself a comfortable gap and kind of just maintain it from there. But honestly, like, doing that, I figured most people would reel me back in after that, like towards the end of the run, because I would, think I would burn up my tires and try to get that little bit of a gap. But it never really seemed to come back. I know Daniel and Hunter and Alex had some times where they would gain on me towards the end of a run, but most of the time they were too far back for it to make a difference.
Yeah, definitely. But overall, you pick up the win here tonight. And I mentioned how strong you were at New Hampshire. Kind of talk us through how the tire wear was actually as well. As you kind of mentioned, you were maybe the best in a longer run, but I mean, you did manage the tires well overall.
Yeah, I mean, I expected the tire wear to be pretty bad because it typically is on flat tracks. So it's always like you have it in the back of your mind on tracks like this where it's really, you think it's going to make a difference. At least in most cars it does make a huge difference, but you kind of have to take it easy the first 10 laps or so, and then you can kind of go from there because it dictates like the entire temperature of your tires along the run. But I didn't really see that take into effect too badly because I figured I would fall off a lot more. But the tire wear was pretty bad. It can get you because you have to switch up your braking points. It's like a road course. When you wear the tires out, you have to start braking a little earlier, and you kind of have to make those same moves here. But you could definitely feel it want to wash up the track a lot more, and it got pretty free on exit for most of the race. But I don't think it was bad enough to warrant saving for most of the run.
Yeah, definitely. But you pick up the win here in New Hampshire, and you want to thank for today's great win.
Yeah, I'd like to thank all my sponsors: Moran Chevrolet, McQuaid Heating and Cooling, Painters Supply and Equipment, PPG, Dynamite Machining, Michigan Independent Door Company, The Pleasure Zone. I worked pretty closely with Sam this race, and Daniel. We were kind of working out strategy throughout the race, and all the guys back at Race Deck, all the people watching on the stream.
I say congrats on your win here in New Hampshire. We'll see you next week at Charlotte.
Thank you.
So it's Connor Zabosian, our dominant race winner here tonight at the Magic Mile in New Hampshire. We'll bring in our second place finisher of Sam Hoff. In this 00 machine. Hello, Sam, you got a copy?
Hey, Talon, how you doing?
Pretty well. Well, you pick up second here tonight. Just what doesn't seem like you had anything for Connor up ahead. Talk us through maybe what you could have done differently line wise, or maybe just kind of had to sell for second there.
Talon, second place is a win tonight because that 45 car was dominant tonight. He was one of the best cars I've seen in a while. He absolutely deserved that win. There was nothing I could have given him, whether it was line, whether it was speed, anything. There was nothing I had for him, and I'm glad he got the win because the best car today won.
Yeah, definitely. But second place, I believe you're probably still leading the points after tonight as well. But going into next week at Charlotte, more of a typical intermediate racetrack that we kind of are used to. What are your thoughts there in Charlotte?
You know, Talon, right now we got a 144 point gap to second for 4 races to go in this chase. Now 3 races to go in this chase. Our goal here at the 00 crew is to finish those 3 races. Top 10 is the goal every week. Top 5 is the hope, I should say. And a win would be amazing, but we don't need to go out and we don't need to make miracles. We just need to finish races because our competition has not done that. If we can win, that's great. If we can finish, that's the best thing we could do for this championship. We're going to do our best to bring home the 00 championship this year.
Yeah, definitely. That's a great goal right there. I think you're in great position as well with 3 races left to go. So anyone to thank for tonight's run, also kind of the run you've been having so far in the chase as well?
Yeah, I want to thank Patty Engineering for their continued support. Everyone on the box, Fanuc, Beckhoff, Siemens, Mitsubishi Electric, everyone on this car, this beautiful car, and then of course Butters, crew chief, and Cartman up in the spotter stand, guiding me to great races, and hopefully we can bring home this championship.
Well, like I said, congrats on your second here tonight. We'll see you next week at Charlotte.
Thank you. See you next week.
So Sam Hoff from the 00 machine will bring in a 3rd place finisher in the 12 machine, Hunter Sr. Hello, Hunter. You got a copy?
Oh. Yes, sir.
So you round yourself off in the 3rd place there. Most uniquely for tonight, you kind of ran a different line than everyone else for most of that race. Kind of run the apron. Talk us through kind of that strategy and kind of what caused you kind of to come up with that idea during the middle of the race.
Well, so I mean, we drive this. I'm not gonna be too hard on this car, but it is a goofy car. It isn't like the best car, and this car you could do it. Our runs weren't long enough, sadly, because the people in the back, just couldn't stop wrecking. And if we could have had a longer run, it definitely would have paid off. But that first run we were doing it, we were killing it, and we're back sitting in like 6th and ran it up to 2nd, and we're gaining on the leader at the time. But it's one of those lines that just proves that we need to switch cars as fast as possible, because then you could do stuff like that. And it was working. Everybody else was running the normal line, and I was running down there, running people down and passing people. So once I saw it was working, I just stuck to it and kept pushing forward.
Yeah, definitely. It worked out for you tonight here in that 3rd place spot. And you won, I think, for tonight's great run.
Yeah, Juicy Spider. Last couple of weeks haven't really been a huge momentum builder, but to be able to come back tonight and be able to put it in 3rd, I couldn't ask for. I mean, I wish I could have won, but I mean, it's a great finish. Everybody at Juicy Spider, Nick, Mike, Josh, Jared, Donald, Andrew, Bubba, every single person we work with, Kyle, all the people over there, they're just amazing. And big shout out to Brock tonight. He finished in the top 10, and he was running one of our cars tonight, and that's really cool to see him over here and doing good. High Side Podcast, Bubba Myers Paints. If you need a paint job, you make sure you hit him up and get you taken care of. He's one of the best to do it, and happy to be working with every single one of them. And big thanks to you. I'm going to enjoy going back and watching this broadcast and seeing your reaction to that line. I know it was pretty crazy on one of the restarts where I threw it down there. So I'm excited to go back and watch it, so thank you.
Yeah, of course. Well, like I said, congrats on your 3rd here tonight, and we'll see you next week at Charlotte.
Sir, man, you have a great night.
Thanks, you too. So it was Hunter Sr. in our 3rd place position, and we'll bring in Ruben Russ, who finishes in that 4th place spot. Hello, Ruben. You got a copy?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Here you go. I'm sure you're doing pretty amazing. I think with the 50 or 60 laps down, 50, 60 laps to go, you were 2 laps down at one point.
Yeah,
worked your way back up, and now you're finishing the top 5 and 4th place. Talk us through your night.
Man, I had to start off. This track is probably my least favorite track. I saw it in a chase. We see it every year. I'm like, I don't like that track, and I didn't like it majority of the race. I got involved in that early incident. I think it was lap 6. I got like 6 minutes of damage roughly, and I think I cut it down to maybe 2 minutes, and the car was just it wasn't it. And midway through the race, I think I had a minute and a half, and I was like, man, this track is just it's just doing what it does to me. And I finally was like, oh, I'm gonna fix it, and I think I went another lap down. It was like 2 or something. I took the wave around, and then I actually ended up, I think I looped it myself, and that I was on 1 lap down, and then I think Dylan Lamp hit, and there was another caution. I got the lead lap, and yeah, it was just rocking through the field. I got into Carl, so I got to say my bad on that. I just got in too hot, and yeah, just all hell kind of broke loose, and I just sneaked through somehow. Crazy. It's my least favorite track, and I got my I think career best finish. So it's crazy how that works out.
Yeah, sometimes a little bit about luck too. I mean, there's a lot of carnage in front of you. I'm sure it's the talk of the town after that race. But yeah, overall great result here for 4th place for you tonight. Anyone that thank for tonight's great run?
Yeah, I gotta always shout out my wife and my kids and stuff. I do this stuff a lot, kind of more than a hobby, I guess, so it takes a lot of time away. But they support, and then Sam for hosting the league, and then Hoff Performance, or I guess giving me a fast car and everything, and you for being here every week. And yeah, well, I mean, what a race! I imagine it was pretty exciting. There was kind of some lost temper moments, and for
You can say
once,
that.
I kind of benefited from it instead of getting caught up in it. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's
definitely.
crazy. It's a fun race.
Yeah, 4th place for you. We'll see you next week at Charlotte.
Thank you. Have a good one, man.
Thanks, you too. As Ruben Norris, our 4th place finisher, will bring in Christian Schweiger, 5th place in the 38 machine. Hello, Christian, you got a copy?
Yo,
So you round yourself off in the 5th place, top 5 tonight. Talk us through
Really,
overall your
man.
night and
dude, there was a lot that was going on tonight. At some point early on, I was running pretty well. I think I was running 5th or 6th for a while, and then Michael James got out in front of me, and I just couldn't get around him. He says he wasn't blocking me or holding me up, but it really felt like it. Somehow I lost 2.5 seconds. And the pack behind me caught up, and then everybody just used me up, man. They were all on my door, all on my bumper, pushing me, shoving me. I got real mad about that. Then race went on. There was a lot of untimely yellows, and a lot of it was for stupid stuff. There was 2 individuals. They wrecked each other. They just completely smashed into each other. We had Ruben. I'm mad about this one. I won't let this one go. Ruben somehow self-spinning while 2 laps down and causing a yellow. That made me so mad. So there was just so much adversity on the track, and there was a lot of elbows out racing. I didn't expect it. I thought it would have spread out a little bit more, but I don't know. Late into the run, Brock was all over me, man. I was just sweating. I was like, man, I just got to get away from him. If I can get away from him and get some clean air, I'll be all right. And I managed to fend him off. I think Cantonis was giving him a hard time, just sending it into the corner like he had super tires or something. I don't know what was going on there, but overall, great race. It was cool to be able to put on for Mama Basketball and my father. Cancer is fucking terrible, and pardon my language. It is not great. It's not a great thing. Not something that we can stand behind. So it was really cool to be able to put on another race for the season for Brewtal. Be able to go out there and put on for all the folks at home.
yeah, already kind of thank some few people you want to say that thank for top 5 finish here tonight.
Yeah, man. My parents. Got 2 loving parents, very, very blessed. My girlfriend, Addie, and her whole family, great, great people. My uncle, Guns, my teammate, Tim McBasketball, and special thanks to Ruben, man. I don't know why I'm so mad at him tonight, but I feel like I'm angry.
I feel like a couple of people are angry tonight after that race, but
I mean, we got P5. We got P5. We made it work. We had a good run the last couple races, and I'm hoping that if we can get some good pace on one of these later tracks, we can try and pull it together, get a win this season, but we'll see how it goes. We got a lot of people rotating in the top. Like, I feel like in the top 20, 25 cars, the competition has just gotten so much more steep over this last season. So it's going to be really interesting to see how it pans out, especially as we move towards the trucks.
yeah, definitely. That'll be some interesting change there. But congrats on your top 5 here tonight in 5th place, and we'll see you next week at Charlotte.
Thanks so much. I appreciate it. You have a good night. Bye-bye.
Thanks, you too. That was Christian Schwegert in the 38 machine finishing in 5th place. So that's going to be it for our interviews tonight. And Tippers firing on off the racetrack. And obviously, we kind of saw that oil over. And I'm sure there'll be a lot of penalties tonight. Somewhat penalties, who knows. Maybe not tonight, sometime. But overall, fun race tonight. A lot of green flag runs, a lot of cautions, kind of mixed there. First half was very calm, very collective. And the second half, pretty much the last like 50 laps, just kind of went crazy madness. But overall, kind of an interesting race here in New Hampshire. 201 laps, definitely a long one. But Ozzy Bozian definitely deserved that one. Like Sam said, this he was easily the fastest car tonight, and no one could really touch him at all once the long run came. But up next on the Legends Racing Network, we have the Top Tier Racing Series at Bristol Tuesday nights at 8:15 Eastern Time. And then we have next week, like I mentioned, the SuperStar Cup Series at Charlotte at 8:15 Eastern Time for the Chase race number 4. 3 races left in this season before we crown a champion. And Sam Off looking really good, 100 and I think he said 40 points ahead of second, which is, I think, quick math here, about 28 positions ahead of second place, give or take. So quite a bit of gap between him and second. So hopefully he can finally get that championship he's been so close to getting these past few seasons. He won the regular season last season, I believe, as well, and wasn't able to capitalize. But we'll see what he can do here. We're only halfway through the chase, so still 3 more races to go. So we'll see what goes on. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time on the